morning, good afternoon, or good evening.
Connect with your higher self and unlock your true potential. Ever felt like there's a better version of you just waiting to emerge? That inner nudge guiding you towards your best self. It can be tough to understand, but it's there. Step 1. Be present. Not just knowing the time, but really connecting with yourself. The present moment is all we have. Dwelling on the past or worrying about the future means missing out on the beauty around us. To be truly present, take a moment to pause, breathe deeply, and observe. Imagine walking through a forest without noticing the birds singing or the smells of nature. Being present means soaking up the richness of life. Mindfulness is key here, fully engaging with our thoughts and sensations without judgment or distraction. It's about immersing ourselves in whatever we're doing, whether it's eating a meal or feeling the sun on our skin. Being present quiets the noisy thoughts in our heads, letting our true selves shine through. It's about finding wisdom within, untethered from outside pressures. Listening to our inner wisdom is like discovering an ancient treasure. It's about tapping into our intuition, those gut feelings that guide us towards what really matters. Sometimes, our rational mind suggests one path, but our intuition pulls us in another direction. Trusting that intuition leads us to our true fulfillment. Intuition doesn't yell, it whispers to us through feelings, emotions, signs, or gentle pushes during quiet times. To hear it, we need to practice a different kind of listening, making space for stillness, thinking, and openness. It might be confusing at first, but with time, we learn to recognize the subtle cues of intuition amidst the chaos of daily life. Philosophical teachings tell us to look inside ourselves for this well of wisdom, undisturbed by the outside world. By becoming more aware of ourselves, we tap into this powerful resource. Keeping track of our intuitive feelings over time helps us build trust in this inner knowing. But it's important to distinguish between intuition and fear. Fear is loud, insistent, and fueled by past hurts or worries. Intuition, on the other hand, feels calm, clear, and expansive, pushing us towards growth. Think of intuition as not just a gut feeling, but a deep understanding of how everything is connected, as philosopher Spinoza saw it. Going deeper into this understanding leads us to something called shadow work, confronting and accepting the parts of ourselves we usually ignore or suppress. We all have aspects we don't like and try to hide, like fears, desires, or unresolved issues. But avoiding them only lets these shadows control us through irrational anxiety, self-sabotage, or unhealthy habits. Facing our shadows means taking a brave journey inside ourselves, acknowledging the parts we've been taught to hide or be ashamed of. But it's in these hidden places that our true selves offer wisdom, helping us heal and be our most authentic selves. The first step is realizing our shadows exist and understanding their importance. This isn't about judging ourselves harshly, but exploring our inner world with the same gentle curiosity would show a scared child. Practices like journaling, meditation, or imaginative thinking let us start a conversation with our shadow selves. Asking questions like "What am I most afraid of?" or "Why does this situation bother me so much?" can reveal deep truths. Our goal isn't to get rid of our shadows, but to embrace them, understanding where they come from and how to include them positively in our lives. This integration brings a sense of completeness and frees us from constantly battling or suppressing parts of ourselves. Many ancient teachings talk about accepting all parts of ourselves, just like the yin and yang in Taoism, finding harmony by acknowledging both the bright and dark sides of who we are. When we do this inner work, we realize that our true selves have both light and shadow. Embracing the shadows helps us face life with more bravery, understanding, and self-love. Another way to understand ourselves better is by paying attention to our dreams. When we sleep, our minds create intricate stories filled with symbols and metaphors from our deepest thoughts and feelings, maybe even from the shared experiences of all humanity. Dreams reveal our hidden wishes, fears, and areas where we need to grow that we might overlook in our waking lives. Unlocking the wisdom in our dreams is like finding a secret treasure trove about ourselves. Throughout history, many cultures have seen dreams as windows into our inner worlds, showing us truths we might not see when we're awake. Big thinkers like Freud and Jung believed dreams help us deal with things we don't even know we're thinking about or feeling, which is key to understanding ourselves. To tap into this wisdom, we first need to remember our dreams. Keeping a journal by our bed and jotting down our dreams as soon as we wake up keeps these fleeting images alive. It shows that we're ready to pay attention to the messages they hold. Dreams speak in symbols, so something like a house might represent our whole self, while water could stand for our emotions. But understanding them isn't just about sticking to fixed meanings for each symbol. It's about thinking about how we felt during the dream and figuring out which images or themes feel especially important when we compare them to our waking lives. This helps us uncover our deepest desires, fears, and paths to healing and feeling complete. Jung even thought that our dreams connect us to a big pool of shared symbols and stories from cultures all over the world. This means our personal journeys of growth can connect to the ancient wisdom of humanity. By paying attention to this symbolic language, we open up new ways to understand ourselves. In our busy world, sometimes we experience moments that seem like they couldn't just be chance, moments where things line up in a way that feels special. We call these moments synchronicities. It's like the universe giving us a little nudge, telling us we're headed in the right direction or showing us the magic in everyday life. Embracing synchronicity means staying open and paying attention to these moments when the world outside seems to reflect what's going on inside us in a surprising way. When we come across a synchronicity, like bumping into an old friend we were just thinking about, or stumbling upon a quote that perfectly fits our current situation, it feels like more than just luck. These meaningful coincidences feel like they're giving us advice from a deeper part of ourselves, showing us what we really want or the next smart step to take. But it's important not to get carried away and believe every little coincidence is a sign from the universe. We need to find a balance between being skeptical and chasing after every little thing that seems like a sign. Instead, we should focus on the synchronicities that really hit home and make us stop and think or take action. It's about letting our gut feelings and experiences add extra layers of meaning and connection to our lives. Keeping track of these synchronicities, along with how we felt and what we did when they happened, can teach us a lot about ourselves. It helps us see the patterns and stories that keep popping up in our lives, making us more aware of how our inner journey shows up in the world around us. Synchronicities often happen when we're at a crossroads or going through big changes in our lives. They remind us that we're not alone and that the universe is always there, nudging us toward our best selves. These little signs from the universe remind us that our personal stories are part of a bigger story full of meaning and connection. Neurographic art is an innovative form of art therapy that can profoundly connect us to the present moment and offer therapeutic benefits for our mental well-being. Through the process of creating neurographic art, individuals engage in a series of repetitive, flowing lines and shapes, allowing their minds to enter a state of focused attention and relaxation. One of the key ways neurographic art helps us be present is by drawing our attention away from the distractions of the past and worries about the future. As we immerse ourselves in the rhythmic movements of drawing, our minds naturally become absorbed in the present task, leading to a sense of mindfulness and heightened awareness of the here and now. Moreover, neurographic art encourages us to let go of preconceived notions of what our artwork should look like. Instead of focusing on creating a specific image, the emphasis is on the process itself, allowing our intuition and creativity to guide us without judgment or self-criticism. This freedom from expectations fosters a deep sense of acceptance and non-judgmental awareness of our thoughts and emotions as they arise in the moment. Furthermore, the tactile nature of neurographic art can serve as a grounding technique, helping to anchor us in the present moment. As we feel the texture of the paper beneath our fingertips and observe the flow of ink or color, we are reminded of our physical presence in the here and now, fostering a sense of embodiment and connection to the present moment. Additionally, the repetitive nature of neurographic art can induce a state of relaxation and calm, akin to meditation or mindfulness practices. As we repeatedly trace lines and shapes, our minds naturally begin to quieten, and we may experience a sense of inner peace and tranquility. This meditative state not only promotes relaxation but also allows us to access deeper layers of our subconscious mind, potentially leading to insights and emotional healing. In summary, neurographic art offers a powerful means of being present by engaging our senses, quieting our minds, and fostering a non-judgmental awareness of the present moment. Through this creative practice, we can cultivate mindfulness, reduce stress, and tap into our inner wisdom for personal growth and healing. The quiet moments we take for ourselves can lead to big discoveries about who we really are and the special spirit that's all around us. Some people, like the philosopher, believed that spending time in silence wasn't just about being holy, but about getting away from the busy world so we can hear ourselves think and understand what life's all about. Going on this journey to find our true selves and connect with what's deep inside us can be life-changing. It means diving in head first, trusting our gut feelings, accepting all the parts of who we are, paying attention to our dreams, and appreciating the quiet times when we can think things over. As we explore this path of self-discovery, we learn a lot and find ways to understand ourselves better and see our place in the world. By staying mindful, listening to our inner voices, and thinking about what we do, we let ourselves learn from the deep wisdom inside us. This journey leads us to a life filled with happiness, honesty, and a strong sense of purpose. It might seem scary to really think about who we are, but it's a brave thing to do that helps us become our best selves. And we don't have to go through this journey alone. At every step, our true selves are there, offering us wisdom, comfort, and love. They're like a guide helping us find our way back whenever we feel lost. As we keep going, we see that we're not alone in this adventure, we're all connected, part of a big, shared experience. Every step we take inward helps us understand that we're all connected and part of something bigger than ourselves. So let's take each part of this journey seriously, with honesty, courage, and a willingness to learn and change. Even when it's tough, we can remember that the journey itself is what helps us grow and change for the better. When we dive into this journey with all our heart, staying true to our commitment but without rigid rules, we allow ourselves to grow into our fullest potential. Every brave step we take inward gives us valuable lessons, deeper self-acceptance, and a broader view of the world. If we stay steady but adaptable, following the path our hearts guide us on, we'll inevitably come out of it shining brighter than before. And the amazing thing is, as we do this important inner work, our lives become filled with real happiness, boundless energy, and a clear understanding of what truly matters to us and why we're here. Until next time, stay positive and connected.